Hello and welcome to another Hearts podcast where I talk about LGBTQIA plus countries. This may be a explicit episode. I will change settings on Spotify to alert the listener because it is about sexuality. Whilst many communities support LGBTQIA plus, because I am a member of being a lesbian, I have to protect myself from certain countries of the world who are against it. I am really cross to see that some guys are trying to flirt with me and trying to get me to go back to being bisexual, um, sexual orientation, but I have decided that I am more attracted to women. After my relationship with David, with a frustrating amount of kissing and uh, unwanted sexual desires, I decided that men no longer please me. I feel a lot safer with women too, because I am less of risk of becoming pregnant too, which is a good thing. With a guy, you should always consider protection, especially if unwanted pregnancies may occur. However, I am uncertain that because I have PCOS, I may not be able to conceive. And in my relationship with David, a lot of pressure to have children was involved, even with his family. And I think that that is unhealthy for any relationship that he may be in the future. I feel more protected changing my sexuality to lesbian, and as I have hardly had any issues with women. I have, however, had a one toxic relationship with my first ever ex-girlfriend, but that's about it. Now blossoming with this new partner, which I hope is my happily ever after, I have to think of both of our safeties when it comes to travel. Unfortunately, while I still have Floppers in my life, who is my pet rabbit and is also going to be 5 years old in February the 1st, 2026, I am going to be traveling as soon as he perishes, which I know is not nice to think about. But it will happen one day, which I fear the most, because I will be very heartbroken when that day does come. And I have a few traveling wishes to do once that day has been and gone. Hopefully not until a very long time yet. While I have a few desires to finish some travels in the UK, as there are still some places I have not been, I would like to go abroad again. If the relationship I am currently in does not last, then I will arrange to find a travel buddy. And unfortunately, there are not a lot of LGBTQIA friendly places. For my protection, I am going to be, as I am openly gay about my sexuality, I want to avoid these places for my safety, just in case I start talking about it. So I will also list the LGBTQIA countries as well, as I want to share as much awareness as possible with my growing audience on the Hearts podcast. But before I continue, I just want to express that my thanks to those viewers that have listened to the beginning of the podcast where I was recording in season 1. It means a lot to me that some of my episodes have gone viral. I am lucky to even get one viewer on my episodes on YouTube, because at the end of the day, I care about the episodes being listened to. Don't forget to tune in to the welcome episodes of the season so that you know what to expect from the season. Now, I'm not going to list all the countries in the world because there is at least 200 countries in the world, but for the meantime, I have listed the following countries that are not LGBTQIA countries, and you should always remember to do your research when going traveling. So, Afghanistan, Iran, Saudi Arabia, Oman, Qatar, and United Arab Emirates, Yemen, Kuwait, Iraq, Syria, Egypt, Brunei, Gaza Strip, Tanzania, Belarus, Russia and Ukraine, Turkey, Armenia, Poland, Romania, Senegal, Cameroon, and Ghana are the current countries that I have listed who are not LGBTQIA friendly. Now, I'm not going to list all of the countries that are not LGBTQIA friendly because that will take me forever. And whilst Heart's podcast is an awareness podcast too, I want to use my time and energy on a healthier approach to the episodes, topics that I decide to talk about. But the reason why I want to make awareness of this topic is because I would hate to see my people, all my listeners, go traveling, express their sexuality, and then it does not end well for them. It might even lead to some cases where death is involved, and I would really hate to see that happen. I've done some research further in the UK and the laws about LGBTQIA+, and according to Google research, there was a discussion in banning LGBTQIA+ in 2023, which was roughly 2 years ago. I will advise you to do your research on your desired country of choice to know where you stand with LGBTQIA countries and to know if they are friendly or not. Now, I do not know if the LGBTQIA non-friendly countries' laws and punishments apply to tourists, but if I may do, uh, but it may do so. So I want to make sure that my people, my listeners, and everyone that comes into my life, even those who aren't in my social circles anymore, like enemies and exes or stalkers, I wish only the best, and safety is very important to me and you. I would hate to hear if one of my people go to a non-friendly LGBTQIA country and then something bad happens to them, like death or jail. Both are bad, but death would be worse in extreme cases. Thankfully, the UK remains an LGBTQIA safe place, and we need to ensure a lot of safety to the fellow members of that community. Those who are against LGBTQIA+, just ask yourself, why can't two men or two women or trans, etc., love each other? So please, for your own safety, do your research on the country first. It would really break my heart if it were to ever happen, but if LGBTQIA+ ever gets banned in the UK, I will force myself to move to a country where it is safe and legal and would only bring shame to the UK if it were to happen. Because I do not think changing myself to be strictly platonic to suit everyone who is against is fair to me and any LGBTQIA+ member, because that would be unfair, and like any other, still have sexual urges. And I, like any other, still have sexual urges. I'm sorry if that is a little explicit there. Moving to another country has its own stresses, and then additionally, you have to adjust to their culture and lifestyle, with the bonus of developing your own. As long as all laws are followed, you should be safe. Anyway, I hope that brings enough awareness about not only being an LGBTQIA member, but traveling around the world and your safety.